Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new, my name is Casey and this is my channel where I talk about cross stitching. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. I know it's been about 2.5 months since my last video, but I had been a little bit more busy with family in town. But now I have a 3-day weekend, so I figured it was time to do the next video. So I'll just be showing you what I've done. It's been 2.5 months, so it might seem like a lot of stitching, but it's spread out. I have 4 new starts, which I'll show you at the end, so you can see those. But the first pattern I'm going to show you is called Ink Circles by Cirque de Couleurs. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. I'll also be inserting where it was before if I took the photo, as well as what it's going to look like when it's done. So in this pattern, I got 2,010 stitches, and it went from 6% to 17%. This is what it looks like now. I believe the color I'm using is number DMC 3808. I could be wrong, I didn't double check. But I really like this. I haven't worked on it. I worked on this like the first month. I haven't touched it in a little bit now. But I can't wait for this to be done, and it goes faster than on my full coverage, so that's nice as well. The next one is called San Francisco by Leonid Afremov, and I did 437 stitches, and it's now at 3.17%. I'm sorry for the wrinkles. I don't iron them I never iron them unless I'm about to frame it, so. This is where it is, still just at the top corner, but San Francisco is one of my favorite cities, which is the main reason I chose this pattern. Yeah, and as I've said, I tape my edges because I don't have a machine to do it the other way, so I don't want to do it by hand either, so I'm just gonna tape it. But I cut it off, I cut the tape off before I frame it, so if anybody's scared of the tape, I get it off before I frame it. Next one is called Mini. It's a mini from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called Snow Much in Love. And I got 2,500 stitches done, and now it's at 5.03% complete. So this is more fabric that I'm gonna need, but I'll just cut it later. So as you can see, I traveled to get to the snowman because I got bored of just doing the trees and the sky. I'm sorry that it's see-through, but I think you can still see it pretty good. But he looks so cute. I also worked on this in the first month, but I haven't touched it really at all in October. Probably because of my new starts that I started. So the next one I really haven't touched at all in over a month. And I was really working on this a lot. I mostly got burnt out because I haven't touched it in a while. But it's Sunflower Cottage by Donna Gelsinger. I did 2,400 stitches since the last time you saw it, and now it's at 47.17%. This is where it's at. I don't even remember what I worked on last, but I'm gonna guess the house. When I first started it, I was saying I'll get this done by Christmas, but that's already out the window because I don't like to stitch on something when I don't feel like it, because then I just start to get anxious. And I don't want to be cross-stitching just to be anxious. It's supposed to help my anxiety, not make it worse. Okay. And then the next one is called Pokemon by LordLibidon.com. It's a free pattern from that website. I did 1,728 stitches. It went from 3.5 to 5.08%. This one I'm doing for my fiance because he likes Pokemon. So I'm pretty sure I was doing these two. And in previous videos, I've been naming them, but I don't feel like it today. Plus, I don't know these two names yet. So next video, I'll name them all. It's gonna be big, so yeah, still a long way to go. And then those were all my previous projects that I worked on. The next 4 are going to be my new starts. And all 4 of them are from Heaven and Earth Designs. The first one, I've shown you the cover photo when I first bought the pattern, but I finally started it. And it's called Heaven's Window by Andy Russell. I'm stitching this on 32 count. Even weave 1/1. Normally I wouldn't stitch this small of a fabric for full coverage, but my mom started the pattern and they sent her 2 pieces of fabric. So I used one and decided at least it was free, so, and it won't be super big, which will be nice, but it is very tiny stitching. I did 879 stitches. It's only 0.29% done. The reason I like this pattern is because I live in the desert. And this is a photo of a desert. But I don't know if you can even tell, but you can barely even see the different stitches because of how small it is. And it won't focus anyways. But it won't be massive in size, so that'll be nice to have on the wall. It's just really gonna be slower progress because of how small the stitching is. The next one is called Tranquil Tulip. It's a quick stitch by Hannah Disney. And I did 2,300 stitches and it's at 10% complete. I had this piece of fabric already, so I was just looking for a pattern. And then I saw Jemima the Rocking Stitcher and I was like, ooh, that might fit this. And it's very, very wrinkly. But this is the corner. There's gonna be a red flower and a butterfly, but you'll see the cover photo. The next new start, you've seen the cover photo before. It's called Marion Bright by Donna Gelsinger. And I've had this on my wish list since I first discovered Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching this one on 28 count Lugana because it's a really big pattern. I was having trouble finding an Ada large enough, and if I did, it was a lot of money, and this one was a little cheaper, so at least it's not as small as 32 count. I'm stitching it 1/1. It's at 0.5% done, and I did 2,300 stitches. As you notice, I always start in the top left for the most part, but this is where I'm at. This is gonna be the wreath on the wall, and I wish it's coming together very slowly, and then the purple's just the wall. So my last new start and the last project I'll be showing you is called Believe by Sue Miller. I did 5,600 stitches and it's at 3.46%. And I only recently started this like a month or less, but it's the one I've been working on the most lately. And this is on 18 count Ada. So I like to be able to go back and forth between working on this part versus the fun part, which is the Santa. So I made my way across to get to the Santa, and then I realized there's a bunch of white and that's gonna be boring if there's nothing else around it. It's like this part of the hat, his whole beard is like kind of big and mostly white. So I've been just trying to make my way over, which is what I got over here, so then it's not just white that you can't even see. But I was surprised when I saw someone working on this that I liked it. but I liked it, so I bought it. Those are all the projects I have to show you. I know my videos are always super short, but maybe you like those type of videos. So I obviously started a lot. I have one more I really want to start. I don't know if I will or not. It's just a quote. It's the one that says, "How sweet it is to be loved by you." And I forgot who the stitcher was, but I think it's, let me see. No, I don't remember. But you may have seen people do it. It's just black wording, and I don't think it would take that long. But I just haven't bought the fabric or the pattern, so yeah. So I don't know, I'm gonna try not to start as much anymore because I have probably almost 20 whips right now, which are work in progress. And I really like to finish stuff, so I need to stop starting stuff if I want to finish anything. But that's gonna be all for today. I plan to be back in a month instead of 2, so you'll get to see my next video in November. Thank you for coming back and sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw, and I will see you next time. Bye.